You suck as a person, honestly. He does. He sucks as a person.
Wait.
You're not a good person. So there's this dude on YouTube. His name is Vegan Gains, and we came across his videos. And he has this little line as worse than the fitness industry, where he just bashes on YouTubers, like the Hodge twins and
all the biggest names,
Dana and Bailey and Lex Fitness, just everybody. Anyone big on YouTube, he's pretty much bashed on him.
Yeah, he's the ultimate troll.
That's ultimate troll.
That's his number one goal, is to troll and get attention, and that's it. And he's actually doing a pretty good job.
No, he's doing a really good job. He's gotten a lot of people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people probably ignored him because he is a troll, but he kind of pissed me off. I was watching a few of his videos. He kind of pissed me off. He's got good information on his channel. Like he says a lot of good things in there somewhere. So like he had a macro videos. He had some good information on there.
Yeah. He's a smart dude. Yeah. He has a lot of good info, but it's just
I don't want to listen to it though because he's a douchebag.
It's not really about what he's saying.
It's how he's going about it.
It's how he goes about doing it, and how he tries to, give off his message in the way he does it. It's not about. It has nothing to do with the information, because he has good information.
It's not about bringing other people up. It's all just about putting everyone down who doesn't have the same views as him.
Yeah, and he's putting down a lot of people. These big popular channels that are doing a lot of really good stuff for people and helping people out and giving out great advice. A lot of beginners watch these channels, and they get inspired and they really get into weightlifting and being healthy, and they get motivated.
Yeah. Ultimately, they're trying to inspire other people,
And they do inspire.
And they do inspire other people.
You can tell that.
They have huge followings. You look at all these expos, you see all these people lining up, standing in hours to meet these people.
Yeah.
They're obviously making a positive impact on certain people's lives.
They're doing a lot of good things. And this guy comes along and points out. He'll point out some flaws or something like that, but then he'll also bring in his own opinion and say stuff that's really subjective and
just rude,
just rude, negative stuff, and it's just not needed. I mean, we don't need someone like that in this industry. It's like
fitness is about making yourself better, and it's about bringing other people up and helping other people. It's not about tearing somebody down because they're not doing something the exact same way you are. Yeah. Like he talks about the worst in the fitness industry. He is the worst in the fitness industry.
Yeah, he's the worst thing out right now.
It's the worst part of the fitness industry is kind of his attitude and people like him that have that attitude. You know, if you're not doing what I'm doing, you're wrong and you're an idiot. And that's just
not what it's about.
That's just everything that's wrong with fitness nowadays. Like,
everybody knows not everybody's the same.
Yeah, no, everyone's completely different.
You do stuff differently than me. But we both figure out what works for us.
You figure out what works for you and what you can stick with, and even if it's not right, like I do certain things that maybe aren't considered right. Like I'll skip on my macros, or I'll eat like high fat meals, and people could tear me apart for that, but it's how I do it. It's what works for me. I keep my sanity by binging a little bit every now and then.
Like 99% of the
earth. Yeah. I'm human. Nobody's perfect, and just because I choose not to eat like a vegan, apparently I'm a terrible person.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you choose to do, is be vegan and not eat meat and stuff like that, I mean, that's cool. That's not a big deal. I don't care at all that he's vegan. That has nothing to do with it, like I said. It's just how he goes about. It's just his personality. It's just what he does, and his sense of humor it's almost cruel in a way. I mean, it is cruel. He says a lot of stuff that's just outright mean about these people. I mean, he brought up Lex Fitness, and then he'll state how Lex Fitness does this and that wrong and all this kind of stuff. But then he brought his
his
girlfriend into it, and started talking about her looks.
Like she looks like a man and doesn't look good.
Yeah, and then the video he just made about Daniel and Bailey 2 days ago or something.
Yeah.
Starts talking about her looks and all this kind of stuff, and how she's, ugly and she looks like a man and all this kind of stuff, and how like nobody finds that attractive. And I'm sure there's a huge crowd of guys out there that, would do anything to be with Daniel and Bailey or Mike's Fitness's girlfriend. I don't know. It's everything he says is just his opinion, and you can tell that if you're not down with his opinion, he's gonna get on you and he's gonna try to rip you apart. And if you go to his videos, he has almost just as many thumbs downs as thumbs ups. And he talks about not caring what people think and all this kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, I mean, I can't imagine this dude has too many friends. I mean, he's got to be that dude. He's probably that dude in school that got picked on. And seriously, I mean, that's these kind of dudes are like that.
He just wants attention.
He wants attention. He's probably nobody. He probably just never got attention. Nothing. And now he finally figured out how to get it, and he's feeding off it, and he can't get enough.
And you could be like, well, why are you guys giving him attention then if that's all he wants and you guys don't like him? But it's not about him, and it's more about the message that he's sending and that type. That's not needed in the fitness industry. It's not just him. There are other people like him. There are other people that just rip people apart on social media. On Instagram, you'll see it all the time. You go on certain people's Instagrams and just scroll through the comments. You go on YouTube, scroll through the comments. The YouTube comments are the worst. You can scroll through that, and it's like some of the worst things you could ever hear about people. And that's just not needed in this industry. It's more about bringing everyone up. You elevate yourself by bringing other people up. It's not about trying to. Who cares what that person does in their free time? If someone chooses to eat meat, they choose to eat meat. I'm not gonna bash them, right?
Yeah. Ultimately, you just do what makes you happy.
If you don't have a six-pack, I don't care.
That's not what it's about.
If you want a six-pack but you don't have one, then I care. But if you don't have a six-pack and you don't care, then that's on you. I don't. That's how you choose to live your life. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that person, you suck. You're the worst person on earth.
Yeah.
Like I said, he has good information. There's some good content in there somewhere, behind all the bullshit and the insults and the terrible sketches.
Yeah, it's the way he goes about it. That's it. Ultimately, that's what this video is about. And then we're taking this guy who's like this, and we want to get rid of these kind of people because this industry doesn't need that. This world doesn't need that. It's not. Has nothing even to do with it. It's
bigger than the fitness industry. It's
way
the
bigger.
world.
Yeah, just be a good person. That's it. I mean, it's that easy.